Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Sinpo International News Report. I'm Arif Rifai, and here is the news from all around the world. U.S. Vice President and Democratic candidate Kamala Harris introduced the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, to his people as a worthy and appropriate Vice President of the United States. This was conveyed during the campaign of the rally in Philadelphia on August 6, 2024.
In the campaign to declare the inauguration of the joining election of the Democratic Party, namely Kamala Harris, as a presidential candidate and Walz as a candidate for Vice President of the U.S., Harris said that the selection of Walz as representative was not without reason. This was considered because Walz, a teacher and a veteran who deserved to participate in leading the U.S. This was also seen through his start as a figure who could make people feel welcome by providing inspiration to anyone to always dream big. Harris added that Walz is a person who will be like that, so that makes him worthy of being Vice President of the U.S. The campaign of both of them hints that they are a struggle for the future, not merely Trump as an opposing candidate. Harris emphasized that their rival come from different places, but their values were the same. To achieve victory, they would not by demonizing opponents as Trump had previously insulted Walz. However, when viewed from his background, the figure of Walz previously served as the 41st governor of Minnesota, first became governor since 2018, then re-elected in 2022. He was known as a figure who broke many policies leading to the welfare of the people.
Dogs in this race. But we have the momentum, and I know exactly what we are up against. This campaign, our campaign, is not just a fight against Donald Trump. Our campaign, this campaign, is a fight for the future. He's the kind of person who makes people feel like they belong and then inspires them to dream big. And that's the kind of vice president he will be. And that's the kind of vice president America deserves. As governor, he signed the most significant expansion of voting rights in Minnesota in over 50 years. And with Governor Walz's help, when I am president, we are going to finally pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the Freedom to Vote Act.
Maisa Rekor, Sinpo International News Report.
From United States, we move to Indonesia. Next September, Indonesia will be the host at the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 in Bali. In this forum, Indonesia will discuss with countries in Africa in the field of development, food resistance, economy, and sectors that support the stability of a country.
The Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs of Indonesia, Pahala Mansuri, presented the 2024 Indonesia-Africa Forum agenda, which will discuss a number of the issues in Indonesia and Africa, as well as supporting aspects in the advancement of various countries in Africa. Starting from the Asian African Conference in Bandung several years ago, the relationship of Indonesia and countries of the African continent is getting stronger in order to resolve conflict and also support the progress of countries on the African continent. On this occasion, the Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs of Indonesia described this meeting as a preparation for next year's Asian African Conference.
Kita melakukan upaya untuk bisa melakukan kerjasama pembangunan. Kalau dulu kerjasama pembangunan itu hanya dilakukan oleh negara-negara maju kepada negara-negara berkembang, pada kenyataannya saat ini banyak sekali dana untuk bisa melakukan kerjasama pembangunan justru sangat mengalami penurunan yang bisa tersedia bagi negara-negara yang paling membutuhkan.
Max Oller, Sinpo International News Report.
Meanwhile, from Japan, Chief Cabinet Secretary of Japan, Yoshimasa Hayashi, urged the government to continue to regularly monitor development in the foreign exchange market after the country's benchmark Nikkei 225 stock index lost point. This was conveyed in speech in Tokyo on last Tuesday.
After a report related to Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 stock index, which posted a loss of points with a record decline of 4,451 points on Monday and closed down 12%, amid concern related to the performance of the U.S. economic and widespread self-obstructed Asia that have an impact on global markets. In response to this, Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi emphasized so that the government can carry out regular monitoring related to dynamics in the foreign exchange market. Yoshimasa said in addressing the condition that occurred, the Financial Service Agency held a meeting with the Commissioner of the Financial Service Agency to produce a reporting system track operation within and outside the agency. He said that responsible stakeholders will determine decisions carefully while monitoring development in the economy and financial markets.
株価の日々の動向についてコメントすることは差し控えたいと思いますが、政府としては冷静に判断をしていくということが重要であると考えておりまして、引き続き内外の経済金融市場の動向等に緊張感を持って注視するとともに、経済財政運営に万全を期してまいりたいと考えております。このため金融庁におきまして、金融庁長官以下の会議を機動的に開くなど、市場動向等の把握分析を実施をいたしまして、金融庁内外との連携報告体制を整えているところでございます。為替相場はファンダメンタルズを反映して、安定的に推移するということが重要でございまして、政府としては為替市場の動向をしっかりと注視をしてまいりたいと、そういうふうに考えております。
Maisiregar, Sinpo International News Report.
A New Zealand helicopter pilot was shot dead by the independent Papua organization in Mimika, Papua last Monday. The shooting occurred shortly after landing at Alama airfield.
The pilot carrying 4 health personnel and 2 children was shot dead by a group of armed criminals last Monday at Alama Flight Field, Central Papua. The incident happened as the New Zealand pilot was landing their helicopter in the flight area in Mimika district. Immediately intercepted by the people, the rebels used firearms. ACG immediately dropped the entire helicopter crew and gathered in one of the locations. Then the pilot was immediately shot using firearms. After this incident, the victim's body was successfully evacuated by local security parties last Tuesday. Max Oller, Sinpo International News Report.
Thank you for watching Sinpo International News Report. Menyapa Malam coming back to you. I'm Arif Rifai. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.